Hey, I'm back with book number 8. And this time I was reading a Zig Ziglar book. He's been highly, highly recommended to me, and I've heard, we've all seen quotes if we've been on Facebook from Zig Ziglar. So I was reading Over the Top, Moving from Survival to Stability, from Stability to Success, from Success to Significance. I had a hard time getting into this book. I really did. I'll be really brutally honest, it took a lot of pages, like 50 or 60, before I felt like I even wanted to keep going, and that is always hard on me. There was a lot of it feeling like it was selling itself. So it's like, there's something magical and I'm going to teach you, but it's this far away. Just keep reading. And that kind of irritated me, to be really, really honest. I felt like there was just a lot of fluff at the beginning. But he had some really good points, and he had some really interesting things. One of my favorites was, if you don't like who you are and where you are, don't worry about it, because you're not stuck either with who you are or where you are. You can grow. You can change. You can be more than you are. And I think back to a quote, I forget who it was by, but they were talking in an event and saying, you're not a tree. You can actually change. You can actually get up and move. You're not stuck. And so how many of us put our lives on hold because we act like trees? Another one was, a failure means you've put forth some effort. That's good. Failure gives you an opportunity to learn a better way to do something. That's positive. A failure teaches you something and adds to your experience. That's very helpful. Failure is an event, never a person. An attitude, not an outcome. A temporary inconvenience, a stepping stone. Our response to it determines how helpful it can be. Really liked that one, because failure should be a motivator, not something that stops us in our tracks. Someone said one time, you have fingernails, you're not a fingernail. And that made me think of this in terms of, I am not the failure. Just because I messed something up, or I did something wrong, or I didn't hit my goals or my targets or expectations of myself, I didn't fail. A failure happened. Now, how am I going to use that to the best of my ability? So this was a book that full of a lot of really good things. So lots of folded over pages. As you can see, lots and lots of highlighting, because I do that. Yes, I destroy books. So this one also talked about feelings follow actions. So when you don't really want to or feel like doing what needs to be done, do it. And then you're going to feel like doing it. So, sensing a common theme. Maybe this is just a common theme I'm picking up on because I really, really need to hear this. And the last one is, when your goals are clearly defined and intelligently set, you have, in essence, taken a major step toward programming your left brain. That frees your right brain to be its creative best. So, about how are you stepping up in your life, right? How are you stepping up to actually hit those massive goals you have? This is a bigger book. It took a lot more energy to read, like 312 pages. It's a fatty. But I liked it. I'm not sure I'd recommend it to everybody, to be really honest, because it was hard to get into and it wasn't the easiest read. But if nothing else, if you have a copy you can borrow, flip through to get like the key points. They were really, really well done. Can't wait to tell you what I'm reading next. Have a great day.